Okay, let's talk about email deliverability and how to avoid email going to spam. Ultimately, avoiding spam and email deliverability issues comes down to your sender reputation. If you have a bad sender reputation, more of your emails will land in spam. If you have a good sender reputation, fewer of your emails will go to spam. And your sender reputation comes down to your list health. This means if you take care of your list health and maintain a clean, healthy list, all the problems regarding deliverability and spam issues will be taken care of. We're going to talk in a minute about how to maintain a healthy list so you can have better deliverability, a good sender reputation, and avoid spam. But before that, why you should care about emails going to spam? For this simple reason: your sender reputation is everything in email marketing. Think of it like your credit card score. Mess it up and you are in trouble. So if your spam complaints go above 0.2% or 0.3%, you're in danger zone. At this point, Google might block your IP address, and trust me, that's a headache you don't want to deal with. It can literally shut down your entire email marketing operation and make you lose a ton of money. That's why you should take care of your list health. Now let's begin with how to check if your email list is healthy. There are various things you can look into, but luckily most email service providers handle most technical stuff automatically. So you only need to focus on three key metrics. Number one is your open rate, number two, click rate, and number three, spam complaints. And I want you to remember this and take notes because it's very important. If your open rate is less than 15%, this means you have a low engagement rate. And Google does not like that when people have a low engagement rate. They see it as people not reading your emails or being interested in what you have to say. So they think you're probably spamming. To begin with, Google will start sending more of your emails to spam, and ultimately they will block your IP. So always aim for at least 20% open rate. That's your safe zone. As for spam, keep this under 0.3% to 0.4% at all cost. If you are consistently hitting this number with every email, you need to fix this ASAP. The third is your click rate. This is hard to say because it all depends on the list size, but if you have a 50% open rate, you should at least get a 7 to 9% click rate very easily. But if we are not counting the open rate, then anything more than 2% is solid for an average open rate. Now let's talk about the solution. 4 ways to keep your list healthy so you can avoid spam. Number one, use double opt-in. If you use confirmation emails, you'll have a list of people that are active, people who want to hear from you. Overall, this will give you better deliverability, and ultimately that will lead to a good sender reputation. So using confirmation email is a must. Number two, have a list hygiene process. It really depends on the context how often you should clean your email list. You can do it once a year or twice a year. If your list consists of less than 30k people, do it once a year. And if it consists of more than 50k people, do it twice a year. But sometimes there might be no need to clean up twice a year. So I'll follow the open rate for this. If the open rate is more than 20%, I will do the cleanup once a year, because our goal here is to maintain an open rate of more than 20%. Based on that, you can make the decision. If you are interested in how to clean an email list, I have a video on this on my YouTube channel. You can watch it here. Number three is segment your list. So for this, let me be real with you. If you have less than 10k subscribers, don't bother with segmentation because it's not worth it, since you will have to write different emails for different segments. At this point, your whole focus should be sending more emails and monetizing the list properly. But if you have passed 10k, then it is time for you to do the segmentation. Why? Because people like to hear about things that they are interested in. So group subscriber based on what they click on, what they buy, their interests, etc. Okay, this is our last tip, but it's the most important one. Send better emails. If you send emails that people don't love to read, then email marketing is not going to work for you. All the technical stuff won't matter if your email are boring, because at the end of the day you are competing for attention with everyone else in their inbox, and it's not that hard to send good emails. Just keep things a little interesting. There are a lot of ways to keep things interesting, which I'll talk more about later in the future. But for now, if you check out successful magazine in your niche or sub niche, especially older ones, people used to pay good good money for those subscriptions. Study what kept readers hooked month after month. There is a gold in those old school magazines. This is a very easy way for you to get interesting email ideas that you can then emulate. That's it for today. If you follow these steps, you'll have better deliverability and your email marketing will be better than 99% of the people out there, and you'll never have to worry about email going to the spam. See you in the future.